Camera rolling, mic check, and hello, welcome back to another video here on the channel. I haven't really done a sit-at-home video and talk about trains, so I'm going to do one today. I was in the middle of research about the least used stations in the 2020 to 21 season, and I came across a station called Teeside Airport. A lot of people don't know what Teeside Airport station is, and that's what I'm going to explain to you today, because Teeside Airport is the 7th least used station in the United Kingdom, in Great Britain, in England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. It received only 2 passengers last year in the 2020 to 21 season. And I wanted to have a chat about why aren't Northern closing this railway station? And if you're not a train fan, click off the video. What I am going to discuss is that what should be changed, because at the moment it's only a once a week service, which is on a Sunday. And even though it's called Teeside Airport Station, it's actually nowhere near at the airport. So there's no point in having the station. There has to be a bus connection to make the station work. Now, onto the actual railway station. I'm going to read a little bit of facts from Wikipedia that I've got here. It says this: the station is on the original route of the Stockton and Darlington Railway and opened by British Rail on the 3rd of October 1971. The airport, this is something you need to hear, the airport is located around a mile from the station, and accessibility are a major factor in its lack of usage. As I was saying, 2 passengers last year used Teeside Airport railway station. Well, that's not much, obviously. And what I do have to ignore the fact that I'm wearing an England shirt. What Northern are trying to do, people are trying, and it says here, on the 24th of October 2009, a group of 26 people travelled to and from the station. That's when you could do it. So back when it was in 2007, in 2009 and till I think 2019, the station had 2 platforms. However, last year, because the amount of people that were using the station, Northern actually closed the platform. And that disabled people from going towards Middlesbrough and towards Saltburn. Now, there's only 1 train a week, keep in mind that, a week, that is from Platform 1, which leaves at, I believe, 14:54 going towards Darlington, to Darlington even. And what that enables people of doing is, let's say if you live in Saltburn and you want to get the train to Durham, the name of the airport is actually not called Teeside Airport. It's actually called Durham Teesides Valley International Airport. What you could do, imagine if you lived in Saltburn, you took the train to Teeside Airport, you'd book a taxi, and the taxi driver would meet you up at Teeside Airport Station. And then what would happen? He'd drive you to Durham Tees Valley International Airport, and then you get your flight. However, if you're going back to Saltburn, you have to get another Sunday service. So if you want to go back to Saltburn, you're going to have to get your taxi driver to you have to wait until you get back on a Sunday to get the 14:54 back to Darlington. I'm getting my Saltburn and Darlington mixed up now. Then you'd have to get the 14:54 back to Darlington, and 15:44 to Darlington, and then reverse back to Saltburn, which is annoying because there's trains every 2 hours to Saltburn, and the Teeside Airport train doesn't even come from Saltburn. It goes via Saltburn and then it comes from Hartlepool, and then, because Saltburn is an awkward stretch, because Hartlepool station is here, the train goes in a loop, gets into Saltburn, and then reverses out, and then goes along the double track on the line. You also got to point out that Redcar British Steel was on that line as well, which was the least used station in Britain at one point. Now, you'd think that the least used station is Teeside Airport, considering it's only got 2 passengers. Oh, no! There's 6 other stations that have 0 passengers. 4 of those stations have closed. I don't even know what they're named. They're all in, Wales. One of them that are still open is called Sugarloaf. That's on the Shrewsbury to Swansea line, and the other one is not Stamford Courtney. Stanlow and Thornton, and that's in Manchester, Leeds area. So both very not accessible from the area. Now what I have to talk about is what Northern have to improve on to getting Teeside Airport a popular station. Well, it's not even going to be popular, because it says here, in 2016 to 17, oh, where's my mouse, thank you, it had 30 passengers. In 2017 to 18 season, it had 74. Then it boosted in 2018 and 19 to 206. And then in 2019 to 20, 338. And then it just dipped back to 2. And I heard that there was a vlogger called Paul I don't know, it's Paul something. And he was the only person who used that station in the whole year. That just proves how it has to be changed. What I think now what I'm going to get over now is what Northern are going to do. What I think what Northern have to do to make Teeside Airport an accessible station. One, they need to create a bigger service, and they also need to reopen platform number 2, because you can't get back to Saltburn, as I've already said. What they need to, as I said, they need to make a bus service, or at least a taxi stand, for people to get to the airport. And what I think then should happen is there should be a bus connection, maybe like once every hour or something. Because what I think should happen, I just think even 2 trains a day at that station is good enough. One going westbound towards Saltburn at maybe about 10 o'clock in the morning, and one coming back to Darlington at about maybe 4 o'clock. And I think that would just do it. Monday to Sunday, just 2 trains a day. One going west to Saltburn and one going east to Darlington. That's all they have to do. And the railway station will get improved. What they also have to do is improve their timetable. And they also have to, well, I mean, I think Teeside Airport should definitely be a request stop. If you don't know what a request stop is, it's basically where you put your arm out and the driver has to stop. What I have to say to Northern is that the nearest road, they should build another road to the actual airport, because there's only like 1 or 2 flights a day to Amsterdam. There's one to London, there's one to Amsterdam, and there's one to like Glasgow or somewhere. And there's no point going to Glasgow, or it might be Inverness, but it's somewhere like that. That's what has to change. There has to be a road accessible, there has to be a path, there has to be a new footbridge, a bus service or taxi, and a new footbridge to regain platform 2. Next thing that they have to do, as I said, increase the service. What they now need to do is Northern need to think about getting a frequently service. I know I've only said 2 trains a day, but they still need to keep that up. What they next have to do is, I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Oh, that's it. If they were going to close the station, which they are probably going to do, they have to think about the passengers who want to get off the station, or they just provide a replacement taxi from like Allens West, which is the next station down from Teeside Airport Station. If they would close the station, the only thing that's making them going to close the station is A, 1 train a week, and B, the passenger numbers. And the platform, because platform 1 is only in operation once a week. And if they were going to close the station, they have to do it by closing both platforms, or the station just closes completely, and then there's just no trains, like whatsoever. What they would have to do is that at Allens West, or the next station down that way, is they'd have to create a massive like bus service. Like, I've already said this, but I'm bringing this up because Northern have to sort this out. Because I think we need more stations. Because I think on that route between Saltburn and Darlington, there needs to be more stations. I think what they should do is that there should be, like, I don't know how to explain this, but I might not explain this, but there could be what they could do, they could have 1 train, or maybe 2 trains a day, for 2 trains a day, but they don't like terminate at Saltburn. What I think they should do, one should terminate at Darlington, and one should maybe terminate at Eaglescliffe. The trains don't need to go to Hartlepool. At Teeside, if they were going to do a weekly service, Monday to Friday, 2 trains a day, one about 8 in the morning towards Eaglescliffe, and one about 4 o'clock going towards Darlington, that would be good, because then people don't have to have the rush, because there's no point of stopping service going all the way to Hartlepool on a pacer. Not pacer, they don't exist anymore, but you know what I mean, on like a Sprinter 158 or something. But that's all I virtually have. I think there's very strong advice that Northern have to take away. If you want to keep the station open, you have to make a regular service at Teeside, but you also have to make is a bus service or a taxi stand, or just even if it's opening platform 2 again, and you make frequent services and quick, rapid responses. And also, here's some advice for Durham Tees Valley: do more flights. It's a popular it's more like an airfield. It's not really an airport, but people do fly from there. That's all I virtually have. If you do support this video, make sure to if you do like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I might do some more videos on like trains, about Sugarloaf and stuff. That could be my next video, but there's no. Right, this is my final, just to clear up, this is going to go out on the, when's this going to go out? It's the 13th today. This is going to go out on the 15th or the 16th. Actually, no, let's go out on the 17th. That is going to be my last video for this year. When I get back, I'm going to record a video when I'm in Wales for Christmas. I'm going to record about, again, like I did last year, and around my year in review. I think most YouTubers are going to do that. But this is my last video. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas as well and a Happy New Year. And thank you for all the support across this year. We've gained, I believe, 15 subscribers, which is quite good. I've had about 5,000 views across all my about 70 videos, maybe not 70, actually about 45 videos I've published. So I think that's quite good. Some of you might not think that's quite good, but thank you very much. Thank you very much for the support. And Northern, if you're watching, improve Teeside Airport Station. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next year.